So this video is a slight critique. Now, in the US, when a restaurant blows it, or even if a restaurant, you don't mesh well with it, they tend to do a lot of things to make sure that the customer service and that the customer is kind of satisfied. I mean, this goes back to the American, the customer is always right mentality, right? So one of the things that they'll do sometimes is say that you didn't like it, or that it was undercooked, or there was a service issue. Well, they'll probably discount your bill or take the Coke off or whatever it might be. So a free drink, or if there's an issue with one of the items, then they'll remove that item from the bill. As an extension of that, a lot of times, if they mess up your order, they'll do the same. Or if something comes in you just really don't like it, then maybe if you say as much early on, they'll then substitute it for something else free of charge. Good luck with that in Denmark. Maybe they'll substitute something, but you're probably going to get charged. If they completely blow it and you catch it right away, then they'll probably swap it out if it's a big item and they really messed it up. But it's kind of a toss-up. The probability of them pulling something off of your bill or giving you a discount because they blew it on something, or some aspect wasn't very good, or it didn't arrive, or they forgot it, yeah, it usually doesn't happen. Maybe if it's a quite high-end restaurant. But even if they forget something, and then you mention it, and then at that point the meal is mostly over, a lot of times basically what they'll still end up doing is they won't take it off the bill, or they'll apologize, of course, but then you can either pay for it and not get it and just leave, or you can pay for it and then wait, and then they'll bring it out late, even if you're no longer interested in receiving it. So that's kind of that's one thing, and it varies from restaurant to restaurant, of course, but that's one thing I definitely do miss about the US and the US approach. And it's quite interesting too, because so much when it comes to retail or consumer protections in Denmark is far beyond what protections we would have back in the US when it comes to warranties and returns and things like that. But when it comes to food, yeah, it doesn't matter if the service is bad, it doesn't matter if, whatever it may be, yeah, the bill is going to look exactly what the bill is going to look like, and negotiating it is usually a fool's errand, and liable to get you a very confused blank look from the waiter or waitress. So good luck, and if you work in that industry, please consider changing your approach. It makes a huge difference.